Osio, what's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short, or Divine Star Seed. This is a every step reading in regards to love. It is a pick a card. That's the phrase I keep hearing. So each one of these piles will have something to do with every step or every little step, whether it's someone coming towards you, moves that you're making and a person's observing them, or all the above. With that being said, your choices are for pile 1, for pile 2, for pile 3. You could be drawn to the crystal or stones that were used. Maybe the back of the cards are significant and standing out to you. Before you make your choice, I recommend that you close your eyes. Inhale slowly for the count of 3. Hold the breath for 4. And slowly release for the count of 3. Pause the video. Do that as many times as you need to until you feel grounded. Remember that this message is for the collective, so only take what resonates to and for you. Leave what doesn't. You're watching this for a reason. Trust your intuition and use your discernment to figure out what that is. And I will see you at your pile, beautiful soul. Pile 1, welcome to your message. You made your choice based off of this crystal, or possibly off of the back of the Tons of Luck tarot. So we're going to be tapping into this tarot for you and your message. Let's start off by ringing you in. Pile 1, we're ringing you in. All right, let's see what's going on with this every little step. Who's trying to take steps with you, wanting to kind of take baby steps with you? We're going to get into what the reason is. Is it new love? Let's see. For pile 1, ooh, somebody sees you as a blessing. Now, what's interesting about this card coming out, this is a tarot oracle. I made sure to separate these. This is one of the oracle cards, and somehow it done snuck back in here. So that's very significant. Someone views you as a blessing or sees the steps you're taking to be blessed steps. The vibe I'm getting with that is like, it feels actually quite literal for some of you. It's like everywhere you go, you bring a sense of peace. You may not understand this yet, especially if you're going through something harsh in life, but there are blessings right at your heels, right under your heels, and they need to be acknowledged. The more you acknowledge that you're blessed, the more that you allow yourself to feel that and accept that, the more you'll see those blessings reap in your life. And it's almost as if somebody wants to just like put their feet in your footsteps and walk behind you. And let's see why that is. Is this for a supportive reason? Is this a supportive love? Is this just somebody wanting to get back in your good graces? Let's see. 5 of Wands. Notice how the one individual feels left out as the other two are having so much fun. Just looking like, that's supposed to be my best friend. Why y'all talking? This is coming out for love, though. It feels like a person has watched you maybe move on, or has watched you entertain just being out with others. It's it's almost as if this is a person that was crushing on you, watching you move around in circles that they wish they could be a part of, and they're kind of conflicted with how to go about that. Sometimes the 5 of Wands isn't just about competition per se, but it can be, okay, which direction do I go? How do I figure it out? It's so many different avenues. There's so many different answers. Maybe a person's giving them advice and that person's giving them advice from like several different points of view. They don't know which one to take. If it is a feeling of competition for this person, it's how do I get your attention on me? If you're already having a good time with your friends, possibly with other love interests, how do I get you to focus on me? So for some of you, this is like a crush. Like someone's literally trying to watch your moves, step their feet in your, marking, so to speak, just so they can kind of gauge what you're into or what you like. That's significant for someone here. For another, this could be a person that you used to talk to, feeling kind of jealous, like, okay, who these folks? Who's this? Like, I'm trying to talk to so and so again, and now there's all these distractions and interruptions. Somebody doesn't want to feel like they're in competition for your attention. Now, y'all know me around here. I will be the first to tell you your ex is not your next. I am the first to tell you your ex is not your next. If it comes through, however, that there was a situation that maybe was put on pause or it had to stop because of, sometimes people just, they move, or, college could get in the way for some, lifestyle changes. It's not always that a person did you dirty. Sometimes people just grow apart. And there comes a period of time where somebody or both parties have a realization like, oh, you know what? Now that I've had this time alone, now that I've had this time to experience other people or other situations outside of that connection, I now understand what was valuable in that one. And that can make them have a change of heart or make them realize that's where I should be. I'm more so getting crush vibes, to be honest with you. But that doesn't mean that for some of you, there isn't someone who maybe you used to talk to and you guys just had to go separate ways because of lifestyle changes. And now this person is sitting here like, you know what? I actually miss hanging with this individual. It was a blessing to have them around. It was a blessing to be a part of their life. And now that I'm not, I'm watching them have fun with everybody else. So this person could be watching your social media. Maybe y'all know mutual people. If you come from the same hometown, they're hearing about you, or, when they ask about you, someone's always like, oh man, listen, she was out on the town. Oh, he has his friends. They be going out. You know what I mean? And it's kind of got them sitting there like, what do you mean they be going out? Take what resonates for your situation. What's up with this? With this every little step in regards to this person in love? Oh, they trying to figure out how to break down the walls. This Knight of Wands. Normally, this Knight of Wands comes out sometimes as if for some reason they're putting a wall up. But on occasion, they will come out with this feeling of like, you know what? I'm putting in a lot of work to tear down these walls that you've built around yourself. It's a whole fortress going on. And if you could just be cooperative, maybe, crack a window or something. So this is definitely someone who's trying to figure out how to get in with you. How do I get in with this person? How do I get their attention off of someone else? And with it being the Knight of Wands, this isn't someone who normally takes their time. The Knight of Wands is a fast-paced energy. Sometimes they need to kind of have something, I don't want to say in the way, but a sign or something that they can't quite ignore to get them to slow down. Because once the Knight of Wands takes off, they take all the way off. Blaze a trail. They don't stop for nobody. And this could have been that type of energy. Maybe that's why for some of you, this is a person that you grew apart from. Everything kind of came before you. And once they had their mind set on, maybe it was career, hanging out with them friends, whatever it was a very one-track mind, and they just ran with that. Kind of left you in the dirt a little bit, So now you're doing your own thing. You have this wall up and they're sitting here like, shit. How do I get through? Because this isn't someone who likes to be in competition with nobody. Every now and then, this can be an immature energy. However, the Knights tend to be, sometimes the Knights are the kings in motion. They're not always just representing like an adolescent. Sometimes they're kings in motion. The Knight is always someone who's in the midst of going somewhere and or has reached the destination of where they're going. They come in with something, and this person's coming in very spirited. However, they thought they could just get through. Even if this is someone crushing on you, this person thought, I heard they're crushing on me too. So I would figure if I show up at the door like, hey, you like me, I like you, let's get together and do the deal. I don't know why I heard that. I'm not responsible for what I channel. But that's kind of like what someone thought. We both like each other. We're both digging each other. For those of you who are of the older persuasion, as older bracket, they dig you. They feel you dig them. And yet somehow when they started kind of trying to make advances, they realized you're not easy. No, they got to take this wall down brick by brick. And they don't know how to handle that. Look at him. He's stressed out. Like, hey, do I still have to keep taking the bricks? I kind of feel like I got enough down. Like, half my body is visible now. So if you could just give me a sign or a signal, because I don't really do competition well, you know, it'd be a blessing to get around you. I promise I could bless your world too if you just give me this opportunity. You just give me this chance. Very spirited energy. I feel some of you might, people who chose this pile, I feel like you know who this is. And some of you, this could be why you're a little guarded. Maybe this person has a bit of a rep. Maybe you've noticed they move kind of quick. If this is someone you used to talk to or almost went into a relationship with, I get that a lot in my collective. People who, I can't even call it talking. It's like you hung out with the person, y'all got to know mutuals. It never really went sexual, or maybe it only went sexual. It never really turned into like a this is my guy, this is my lady kind of situation. And now that this person's coming back and you're someone who's in a more stable energy, you're wondering if they're still in that kind of like almost situationship vibration. Y'all know how we talk about situationships around here, the foolery of it all, right? So it's like you're not in for the foolery anymore. You don't want that instability. And it's not that the Knight of Wands has to be unstable, but they're very like quick. Okay, let's go. All right, on to the next thing. Oh, is that exciting? No, bypass it, and you're just like whoa. Slow down, slow your roll. And the wall was like the only way you could get them to slow their roll. What's up with this every little step? I'm here. I'm taking the wall down brick by brick. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, this is someone that you grew apart from, or they grew apart from you. You guys had to walk separate directions at one point with this Eight of Cups here. Some of you aren't going to be so willing to revisit this situation. This, for many of you who chose this pile, this is feeling like a soft blend between soulmate energy and, I don't want to say karmic. And y'all know around here I don't call karmics soulmates. Karmics are lessons you're meant to evolve and grow from. You're not meant to try to tie your soul to them. That actually creates more of a problem as you go through lifetimes. But this person could be like a soft blend between a soulmate connection and a connection that you were meant to learn things from. Not harshly karmic in the sense of like a lot of affairs, a lot of cheating, a lot of mockery, a lot of gaslighting. That's not here. But at times this person could have ignored you. At times, especially if this was a crush, you know, if you were crushing on them and maybe you had a glow up recently. You started doing you. You started dressing the way you want to dress and talking the way you want to talk. And now all of a sudden the head is turned like, oh my. Who are you? Oh, you that person that liked me? Girl, stop, I liked you too. You know? And you're kind of like, I don't know about this. Because when I wanted your attention, you walked right on by. You walked on by. You didn't pay me no mind. Now all of a sudden, I've had this glow up and it's like you all of a sudden want to make a U-turn. You're not trusting it. And it's quite possible that this person was meant to be a lesson in the sense of you understanding your value, understanding you can be you, and people who are meant to be a part of your world will be attracted to that energy. Because look, you're sitting up here having a good old time with your friends and having a good old time with people who are giving you attention. It's not like you're taking anybody serious right now, Pile 1. You might be going on a few dates here and there. You know, not maybe you're doing a little hanky-panky, maybe you're not. But whatever it is, you're enjoying yourself, and this person is starting to see, and they're like, hey, I want to get over there. I want to come over there too. Why can't I join in? Right? And some of you might want to take time to just evaluate how genuine this is. Is this person coming back because it's genuine? Are they naturally led to you? This individual also could have, for some of you, be it the crush or friendship that was trying to blossom into more, this individual could have walked away from a prima donna. I'm kind of getting this feeling of a masculine energy walking away from somebody that was very just, oh my gosh, well, I mean, you know, just very naggy, very girlish, very princess, gotta have it her way. So for someone where this is a masculine coming towards you, and you might have thought, oh, I can't talk to that person because they're dealing with someone else. Not anymore. Not anymore, they're not. And one of the reasons they aren't is because they realize this person, you know what I mean? I don't even think they can look at that individual. It feels like a masculine looking at someone like, what the hell did I see in you? Why did I think that childish, princessy, prima donna shit was cute? Like, what was wrong with me? You know? If this was the person who you guys were talking, you were trying to figure out a relationship and it just didn't pan, you know, things separated, whoever they ended up with, they were not happy with. So you have 3 different scenarios coming in here for that 8 of Cups. For those of you in this collective, some of you could be going through, it could have been a mixture. You could have been crushing on them. They were with somebody else. It wasn't paying you no mind. You had a little bit of a glow up. You kind of caught their attention. They were talking to you for a little bit, but they were too fast. They gotta go type of energy, trying to just bulldoze the wall. You guys couldn't have that. You went separate for a while. It's possible that they got with someone else, maybe even went back to a person they were entertaining before, and now they realize this is not it. Notice how this 8 of Cups is completely opposite to the Blessings card. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We got the 2 of Wands. It flipped out in reverse. Does it want to stay in reverse? It's kind of like it wants to be slanted here. But yeah, this person is really trying to figure out, how can I make a move towards you? What will be the right direction to take so that I don't come off like I'm still the person I was before when you just knew of me or when we were just talking? How do I show you that I now see the value of who you are? While at the same time trying to control whatever jealousy they may have of you hanging and talking to other people. And this doesn't have to just be dating. I made that clear. You could be hanging out with friends. The bottom line is the attention is not on them. They can't seem to, it's like they're waving their hands like, hey, I'm over here. And you see nothing, you know? And this is what aggravates them. And they're sitting here like, what do I do? Which direction do I take as I try to make a move towards you? They're very stumped, very confused on how to go about this. And we have the 8 of Swords. It almost, they kind of feel as if their hands are tied a little bit in this. Everything hinges upon what you will allow, what you'll allow them to do. They're trying to kind of do it their way, but they also feel that if they keep trying to do it their way, that might backfire and you'll be the person ignoring them completely now. Like, you know what? You're doing too much and I gotta go. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Like I said, you know, every little step, watching your every little step, trying to walk in your footsteps. Like, maybe if I can just follow behind you at the same exact pace that you're moving, if I could just slow it down, I'll be able to figure out what it is you want, figure out what it is that you need from me, and then I can just start applying that. And by the time you realize what's going on, bam, I'm in like white on rice, baby, white on rice. This person could be a bit of a comedian as well. They're definitely asking around about you. Look at how this person's like peeking their head in the door like, is it okay to come in now? You know, or is it okay to come outside now? Is it okay? Like, am I welcomed here? Okay. And then we have the Queen of Wands. This is how this person sees you, whether you're masculine or feminine. They see you as a person who's very alluring, very magical, very attractive. And notice that this person's getting a congrats because they've graduated. You've elevated somehow in life. Remember I said in the very beginning, someone's had like a glow up. Maybe there was, you know, periodic glow ups. And what they really want with you is the Lover's energy. This person feels like they're more tied to you than you realize. They're choosing you now. They just don't know how to go about that choice. Let's get into the Oracle. Let's get into your Oracle message here. Let's see what Spirit's advice is on this. Wow. Wow, yeah, they gotta come in on equal footing. They have to match your pace, whatever you choose that to be. And I want you guys to also notice too, like on the Queen of Wands, the two-toned hair look. That's significant. Somebody watching you have like two-toned hair. And for some of you, it's really bright colors. So you could literally have like this baby pink, baby blue thing going on. Or you might have like dark hair with blue or green streaks in it. You maybe wear those little clip-on streaks. Maybe they do. Whether they're masculine or feminine, they could also wear like streaks in their hair. Or just something about you guys are stylish in this collective. Somebody here's style just did a complete 180. Complete 180. And it's got everybody's heads turning, especially this individual. But yeah, they have to come towards you at a pace that you feel comfortable with. And then as they talk to you and as they deal with you, they can't act like they're somehow above you. You're the queen, but they're only the knight. And again, sometimes the knight is the king in motion. The queen crowns her knight. You know what I mean? Well, yeah. I've been saying this for a while. This energy for the next, about 2 to 3 years, you're going to find divine feminines in particular. You as the queen, you're going to be in the position to crown your knight, to make him king. And what that means is something about your energy, what you activate in them, what you choose to tolerate and not tolerate, makes them have to get their ish together. They have to come at you correct. And as they elevate, they have to elevate properly. You can't be sitting on a throne and they're that person who's just at your foot. They have to be able to sit in the throne next to you. And you get to decide who that person is in your life. Who's the person here to be your life partner? Because it will be a partnership. And in a partnership, there must be equal parts of certain things. And the reason I say it that way is because you have the energy of give and take and the energy of give and receive. You don't want to be in a give and take situation. You want to be in a give and receive where both of you are able to give to each other. Both of you are able to receive from each other. Therefore, nobody is ever in lack. However, one person might be more ahead in certain avenues than the other. One person might have more experience. And instead of that being a downside or something to be jealous of or anything like that, which I do feel like this person will have to work with. If they're not used to you getting a lot of attention and now you are, they're gonna have to grow up. They have to grow up, because just because you have a lot of friends doesn't mean that you can't give them attention when they show themselves worthy to deserve it. And it doesn't mean that you can't now hang out with your girls because they're nervous about some other guy, or if you're a guy, hang out with your dudes, whatever your situation is. They have to trust you. You have to be able to trust them, and that's going to take communication. And they might need a little bit more patience with things. You might need a little more patience. It's figuring out in what situations does one need more and does one need a little less, and what situations can we be on even footing. That's going to matter in this connection. You guys can sometimes be like two peas in a pot. And again, I'm getting a lot of like soulmate energy, path-driven energy. Something might have happened in the path before and it just kind of disrupted a bit because you guys weren't on even footing. Somebody took a wrong turn somewhere. And so the situation just sort of grew apart. And now this is the chance for some of you, a second chance to get it right. For others, this is a love that never really went there. It's a crush that has an opportunity of being something more. You will need to evaluate, for those of you who feel like your person is on the cusp of simply being a person you could learn from and being an individual that you can walk a life path with. Some of you could be dealing with a divine flame situation, but that's very specific. Yes, we do have the Lover's card here. Yes, the Lover's card can represent the divine flame, twin flame energy. But remember, twin flames are mission driven. Twin flames are derivative of the same soul. Soulmates are two different souls partnering, mating together. Okay, let's get maybe like one or two more. Oh, this person is like addicted to tracking your moves. In the past, they might have been addicted to games. And again, that's why you're like, you can't come up in here as a knight. I'm the queen. You can't come up in here like this. Or for those of you where you're the king, but you're in this Queen of Wands energy, they can't come as just the basic knight. They have to show that they're ready to be crowned. This person is really addicted to tracking you is what I'm hearing. This looks like a game where the character is trying to track the person or whatever it is that they're doing. And that's standing out to me a lot. Remember what I said about walking in your steps, like wanting to predict your moves? Like, okay, it's your move. What move are you going to make next? celebratory energy. This person might want to meet up with you at a party, or feel like the best way to kind of get close to you will be at some type of event. They also want to just celebrate getting close to you again, because they definitely feel like you still have them locked out, or you're guarded somehow with their energy. And my darlings, that's your message, pile 1. That's every little step. How someone's trying to watch your, wanting to take with you and watch a little bit of your steps to try to figure out how to come towards you. Comment below how this reading resonated with you, and I will catch you later. Ringing out your reading. Peace. All right, pile 2. We're here for you. And we have your choice. I love this stone so much. It's so unique. So something about your situation is unique. Let's see what that's all about. Okay. Don't let the back of the cards fool you. Sometimes the messages that come out of this are very deep and sometimes can be triggering or dark. So just brace yourself in case that pops up here in your reading. Also, for some reason, there's this vibe of like past life, this channeling. Now, when I get past lives, it's very, very specific. So you might want to write down what you hear to see how it connects to you. It could be for a set of you in particular that are watching. Just giving you the heads up in case something like that comes through with this, because I am getting those type of vibes. So if you feel like you've known somebody, I'm hearing that Sleeping Beauty song, I know you, I walked with you once or twice before. You might be feeling that way about somebody. Let's dive on in. When it comes to every little step, every step I'm hearing, every step. Woo, child. We just gonna go right on there. Right on in, huh? Oh, this feels intentional. This feels hella intentional. It's like someone's trying to destroy something. Like they feel they need to. Maybe to cause a shock to the system. This feels intentional. The Tower isn't always about destruction. The Tower isn't always about bad things per se. But it can be a bit of Rapunzel. It can be Rapunzel, let down your hair. Okay, you know what? Bunk that. I'm gonna just demolish this whole tower to get you the hell out. So in that context, it's breaking free. It's breaking out. It's either someone's trying to break you out of a place, or some type of shocking thing. Doesn't have to be destructive, but some type of shocking thing took place. It had to. What is this about? Ooh, Lord. We've got the Lovers and we got the 10 of Cups. Wow. Look at how it's giving almost like a Romeo Juliet vibe, or like I said, the Rapunzel energy, like someone at the bottom of the tower calling to the person to come to the window. If you could just come to the window, come to the doorway. Let me serenade you close type of energy. Get your attention. Now that you're out here, let me bust you out this joint. So why does it feel as if, for you, the viewer, either you or them, but I'm going to say it the way I'm sensing it. Apply it how it is for your situation, should it fit. But there's this energy of someone feeling trapped, stuck, or very just running in circles. It's like, imagine, I'm seeing a tower, and it's like a circular tower. And a person's at the top of it, and they're just running around in circles, so fast and so trance-like that they don't notice the doorway or the window is right there until this energy comes along and starts whistling. And I'm hearing an actual whistle. Now, I'm not the greatest whistle in the world, so I'm not even going to make that attempt, but it sounds almost like a bird whistle, as if the person doesn't want to sound human. Like they don't want anyone else to know that there's a human whistling to get your attention. So now either somebody's in a connection that they're feeling stuck in, that they're trying to divorce themselves from, and there's another energy coming in and calling them. That's here for someone. Somebody here is like already in a situation that's coming to an end, and it's happening suddenly. It had to crumble. It had to, so there could be this lightning change. Otherwise, the running in circle was going to keep happening. Now, this doesn't feel like a person trying to break up a connection. It feels like a connection is already done. And maybe someone's either in the divorce process, I say divorce, but it doesn't have to just be divorce of a relationship. It could be you are separating yourself from something that is no longer any good. They are separating themselves from something that's no longer any good. But somebody triggered this to get it started. Someone made that choice. I get to choose who I'm devoted to. And if I have to kind of like bend this person a little bit my way to my will, in order for us to both have this happy situation, then so be it. Wow. It's very much giving I'm not losing you again type energy, which plays into that past life energy. It's like someone meant you, knew it was supposed to be you, or you meant them, you knew it was supposed to be them, but something was in the way. A set of circumstances. Again, it doesn't have to be a relationship, but there was something in the way. And in order for them to get out, there had to be a break off. Something had to break off. Some type of burden, a baggage of some kind had to be gone. And it was taking someone too long to figure it out on their own. So it's almost like, you know, face it. All right, listen, I'm gonna just go ahead on and knock this off real quick intentionally. And or somebody, again, an outside person came in and intentionally caused this to happen. Like a shock to the system. I need you to realize what's going on so you can make the right choice. So you can be devoted to the right energy. It's very much giving go get your girl, go get your man type of vibe. How to? What is going on with this? Every step. Like every step. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah. For some of you, and I say this I say this cautiously. For some of you, this could have been an affair. And I say that cautiously. No judgment, but we do keep it honest around here. When you are having an affair, you are dabbling in two very particular energies. You're dabbling in the energy of the person who you may have been with for a long time, or again, you're in some type of marriage, whatever. And then you're also dabbling in the energy of that outside person. And if your outside person is your actual counterpart, that makes things hella complicated. Because you have to understand, you're playing around with an energy you should be taking seriously. And when you first start to play around, neither one of you might really be taking the other one that seriously. It's like, oh, you know, this is just because somebody's unhappy in their connection. Your person might have believed that. Your person might have believed at one point, you're only messing with me because you're unhappy where you are. You might have thought that about them. They're only talking to me because they're unhappy with whoever they're dealing with. See, that's a bad foot to start on. Because it creates a certain behavior in your person and in yourself. You don't treat each other the way you would if you thought that the other one was serious. Because you're too busy trying to walk a tightrope between two different partnerships. One that's damn near not one, and the other that you feel drawn to. It's best to put something to an end before you entertain something else than to try to dabble in both waters at the same time. And if this wasn't something that you went through in this lifetime, it surely was in the past. There was a... How do I get you to come outside? How do I draw you to me? If I gotta bend you to my will a bit here. And with that bend you to my will, it's still your choice. Yeah, they can serenade. They can call you to the edge of the balcony, but it's your choice to actually step the rest of the way. It's your choice to get in the bed. It's your choice to get in the boat and go off into the sunset. Like, that's your choice. It's not them taking away your free will. They're just trying to get your attention. They're just trying to get you to dance to the melody they have, but it's your choice to dance nonetheless. I don't know why this is the analogy, but that's the analogy. It's literally like someone enchanting you to dance, but always leaving it up to you whether or not you take their hand on that dance floor. And it looks like in a lifetime before you did, and it looks like in a lifetime again you will. However, one of the karmic lessons is removing this feeling of affair. Remove the fear that this is an illusion, that this love isn't real, because that's what the moon is feeling like here. It's feeling like someone is saying, this isn't real. This can't be, romance doesn't happen like in the movies, and you can't just sense your person and know that that's who they are and blah, 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 blah. It's somebody, this is what was causing a hiccup. Someone was getting this vibe from a person and was like, nah, that's not how it goes. That's not real life. So divine intervention kicked in. But I do feel that your person could also be you. Be honest with yourself. Someone helped jumpstart it. Like, you know what? There needs to be a drastic shift in the energies before this person takes me seriously, before they understand my devotion. So if I have to make a major chess move, so be it. I will rock that boat. I will literally get checkmate at the last second, down to the wire, just so that I can have it all. I don't just want the illusion of the pot of gold, the illusion of the luck. I want all of it. With this 10 of Cups, somebody wants it all. This is, the 10 of Cups is the rainbow after the rain, and it keeps coming out strongly the last couple of readings with that energy. When the 10 of Cups comes out, it's, we don't always have to focus on that. We could just say, oh, it's the happiness. It's when you get everything. You got the house, the wife, the kids, the dog, all of that, the good job. It all happens at one time. But lately, there's an emphasis on remember that the rainbow comes after the rain. And we have lightning in this card. Someone broke free of a bad connection, broke free of a karmic situation, and now this love can take place, but there's still this fear of what if it's not real? What if that 10 of Cups is an illusion? What if this person's just serenading me and bending me to their will in a manipulative way just so they can toss me away later? This is the vibe that is coming through right now. And some of that feeling is tied into a past life where similar thoughts were believed because either both parties or one party was preoccupied. And I'm not going to lie here. In the past life, it feels like it was the feminine who was in a situation she did not want to be in. Maybe it was an arranged marriage. Maybe it feels like an arranged marriage. But it doesn't feel like she had to say yes to it. It feels like she said yes because the other option wasn't there yet. For somebody here in your past life, as the feminine, you said yes to a situation you wouldn't have if you knew that other person was out there. You would have never said yes. You would have waited or preoccupied yourself with something else. I don't feel that you were a person. The society feels like the kind of society where it's like you have to get married, you must have kids, blah, blah, blah. This could be, feels turn of the century, like turn of the century. I'm getting early 1800s. Women could say no, but still really in certain countries didn't have the absolute right. It was still sometimes up to an older brother, up to a father figure, whoever was the male figure. But you might have been privileged enough that you could have said, no, I don't want that. And okay, yeah, so you'll just be blooming late in society. Who gives a shit, right? But you didn't know that this other option was out there. You did what you thought you had to do, ended up in a connection you didn't want to be in. This person comes along, and this person can't help it. I can't help it. I know you. Why do I feel like I know you? I'm drawn to you. This is important to me. And they might have tried to resist. They might have tried to be the gentleman. But at the end of the day, that feeling that you should be with them, they should be with you, outweighed what was right or wrong as far as marital was concerned. But they always wondered, okay, you come and you're with me in the night. On these certain nights, especially when the moon is high, you're here with me. But then you go right back to that other energy. What is real? What's real here? And I think in that lifetime, for whatever reason, someone didn't make the decision to leave. And there was an energy here that was not going to repeat that this go round. This is a very interesting message for you, pal, too. There's a lesson here. For any of you that were drawn to watch, there's a lesson. And look at that. Every step, every little step. 9 of Swords. Look at how he's sitting here, like putting this thing around her neck. And I just said, in a lifetime before, you chose to be with someone because it seemed like, okay, well, that's what I need to do. Maybe you wanted to get out of your house. Maybe for the feminine energy here, whoever the feminine was, they wanted to get out of their home or be an independent woman. And one of the ways to do that was, oddly enough, to marry somebody who would just like kind of leave you to your own devices. But it was a noose around the neck at the same time. It was a collar at the same time, because when the real thing came out, it wasn't such an easy decision to just go, okay, well, let me leave this. Now all the stuff that you didn't think about before popped in your mind. Well, what about how my family will be perceived? What about my reputation? Like all these things that are just irrelevant at the end of the day, honestly. Because I don't feel like this man is a pauper. In that lifetime, I'm not sensing like pauper energy he can't provide or anything like that. I'm leaving the king to go be with the stall boy. Like that's not what this is. But society, I feel, the judgments of it, the fear outweighed choosing the connection in that lifetime. And now here we are again in this current timeline. And it was almost a similar thing. So for you guys, if this wasn't needing to divorce, that sounds kind of Boston-y, divorce, or like Colorado or something. I don't know. That was a weird accent. For some of you, if this isn't a divorce from a current partner, again, it's a divorce from a situation. It's you not allowing an irrelevant thing to get in the way of a connection. And for a minute, somebody, whether it was you or them, was allowing it. Somebody was going in circles. Oh, I want out. The door's right there, but I'm just going so fast I can't seem to stop to get out the door, so I'm going to just keep spinning. Your person might have feared that you wouldn't take them seriously, that this was an illusion. And, you know, for me, the moon very rarely comes out representing illusions, you know. A lot of times it comes out representing dreams, intuition. You guys could be talking in your dreams. Sometimes it comes out representing that you just need to look at the reflection correctly. Are you noticing the little distortions? The distortions aren't a complete illusion. It's just you not taking time to focus your eyes so that you can see the picture clearly and just kind of falling for whatever you thought it meant. There's something here to that in your connection, pal, too. Why yours is coming out this way? Child, I got no idea. Ooh, whoop. 5 of Cups. Good gracious. Not 2 people fighting over the same. Funny enough, replace the male with a feminine and the 2 feminines with a masculine, and you get the past life scenario. I would not be shocked if it is the opposite in this one, especially if the soul at one point didn't understand why it was carrying this feeling towards you of not being taken seriously. You know, I'm not even gonna like really entertain that, because again, that type of love can't be real. And for some reason, I feel like I'll be abandoned or I wouldn't be taken seriously. So, you know, I'm just keep messing with shorty over here. I'm gonna just go back over here and like this back and forth game. Or like I said, if you guys are in relationships and you were trying to talk to each other, but you still also tried to entertain whoever you were with, that is not good energy. It breeds a particular kind of vibration. Y'all ain't gotta like it, but it's just the truth of the situation. It breeds a particular kind of circumstances, and it can tend to make you or your person not take the connection as sacred as it is. It's almost like you feel like you're stuck back in that century, and once you're in a situation, because you know it, you have to stay in it. Somebody wants to like, I'm hearing huzzy, you huzzy. Wow. Someone thinks that a person was a huzzy. She's kind of hiding behind him a little bit here. Like, I don't know what's going on. Why? What the hell? This had to happen though. For some of you, you might have, a person you were dealing with, whoever the karmic energy is, you might have caught them cheating. You might have caught them having some type of situation going on. Now it made sense why they were always unavailable. Now it made sense why they couldn't be there. And you might have been getting told by whoever this person is. And I kept telling y'all, some of you are dealing with like friendships that are trying to be more, and you're not taking them seriously. And they're watching you go back to an ex, and they're just sitting there like, really? I'm right here. We make sense, and you're just gonna keep running back to, okay. It's given this type of scenario all over again. So for someone in the collective, you're not listening. You're not paying attention. And the chips keep falling in the same position because you keep going in the same circle. Somebody here is like, I've been in front of you this whole time. I've been loyal to you this whole time as your friend. As a person you could depend on, as the person you would run to and go, I call him again with a huzzy. I call him with that heifer, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, really? You don't say. Watch it. Watch it, collective, because by the time you start to realize what's in front of you, by the time you take a moment to focus your eyes and get that the person that you keep brushing off or ignoring, that you get all the best feelings from, but, oh, I don't want to cross that line because that's the friend, or, oh, I don't know if they would take me. So all these excuses, it's all excuses, because it's nothing that a conversation can't determine. It's nothing that if you just tap into your intuition fully that you can't see the truth of, especially when you already feel that you've lived blessed lifetimes with this person. One lifetime that got botched. This is a lifetime that got botched, and it's playing a little bit in the current situation. And there are karmic elements, whether it's an ex of theirs, ex of yours, whoever, whatever, family dynamics, whatever the situation is, they're just that, situations. It's not hard to figure it out. There are no problems without solutions, but somebody here is curbing. You keep curbing everything. Just put it on the curb. Just leave it over there. It'll be there when I get back. Will it? Somebody's not going to keep trying to serenade you forever. Somebody wants your decision to be your choice. They're just trying to bend you in their will. Is like saying, I'm trying to entice you to look at me. Look at me. See that I was here. See that I've been here before. See that I loved you in a lifetime before. I stayed when you chose to stay with another man. What the hell? Like, what do you expect from me this go round? You know what I'm saying? For some of you, it's the opposite. It's the feminine. It's the feminine saying, wait a minute now. Like, I was the person that was here all the time. You know your situation, you know which character you are in the story. But for someone here, if you're waiting on love, or you're wondering why a particular, love story for you is moving so slow, it's because of this energy. You've got to get right in your spirit about this before you can expect any type of new love to come in. If the love that you're praying for is sitting next to you and you keep looking outside of it, problematic. And by sitting next to you, I mean it's that friend that watched you go through that divorce, watched you put up with the same girl or guy over and over again, going in circles, constantly at the door like, psst, psst, hey, the door is right, bro, hey. I mean, you just kept, something had to give. I feel like somebody might have like intentionally got into an argument with you, or you intentionally got into an argument with them just so that some reality could be shooken into this person. Do you not see me here? And we got the high priestess. What I just tell you about your intuition. Some type of feeling hidden in the dark isn't going to stay in the dark for much longer. The focus has to come into view at some point. It has to. Wow. 4 cups. Someone's tired of being ignored. Collective, you keep having this energy. Pile 2, you keep Pile 2 as a collective read. This is like the upteenth, 11th collective read where there's an energy of a soul that is truly meant for you that feels ignored by you, or feels like you're hiding from them for some reason. Notice that the feminine is in the mask. Put yourself in the position of either or. It really doesn't matter. One's wearing the mask. One is constantly trying to go, hey, hi, see me here? What's up? And just constantly keeps getting ignored. I don't know why I am hearing, hey, diddle diddle, that song, that riddle about the cow jumping over the moon. The dish ran away with the spoon. The dish ran away with the spoon. Something about that is significant. Something about that riddle. And here we go. This masculine energy sitting here playing for the coins. Just someone feels like honestly, with this page, it feels like someone is just, I'll keep playing. I'll keep playing. I will keep playing this melody until you remember it, until your soul recalls who I am to you. But I don't really feel that they'll be given the option to keep doing it if you're purposefully ignoring. It's one thing if there, is a chance of you coming around the bend, so to speak, or whoever's in whatever position, I'm saying it out my mouth the way I feel it, apply for you where it needs to be. But if someone doesn't get it together, you could lose out on this person. Bottom of the deck, we've got the 8 of Wands. Look at the ribbon around his hand, and she's by the window watching him in bed as he lays there while there's incense in the background. The significance, the sacredness of this. It's almost like, I don't want to see you leave. I'm going to turn around and cover my eyes because I don't want to see when you leave the room or when you go and ignore me again and go off into another situation. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see you once again praying, where's my divine counterpart? Right here in front of you. Girl, guy, whichever your situation is, them, they, him, her. Right? At the end of the day, somebody, the person laying in bed, feels ignored. Feels like once again they're going to be abandoned. Or once again they have that option of playing with you and being second fiddle. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, the dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Lord child. How to? What is going on? This will make sense who it has to make sense to. You're watching, especially if you're watching up to this point, there's a lesson here. There's something that you must use your discernment to see clearly, that your intuition is calling for you to peep. Where is it? What is it? Read the book carefully. Get the symbols carefully. Don't let the same scenario repeat itself. Because even though you may not be fighting with someone else over this person, there's still this energy of like, ignore. Focusing on, you know, like again, say that this is a person you're leaving, or why you left an ex in the past is because they were always messing with other people and always had you in confrontation with somebody else that you didn't even want to be in confrontation with. You're like, these people are, what am I even doing? Why am I even entertaining somebody who can't focus on just me and them? They're focusing on all the other 3 cups in front of them. That's none of our business. I don't want to be bothered with that, right? This could be very much what that was for you or for them. But if you focus on that, though, if you focus on, look at how that person left me high and dry. Look at how they do. Look at how they always had me emotionally strung out on blah, 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 blah. Because I want you to notice something. These 3 people are representing the 3 cups. So who's watching? Do you get it? Is it clicking? Who's watching? If this is, say, your ex, and if this is like 2 other people they were messing with, right? Who's watching? It would make sense that it's you and probably that friend that's into you that you're telling stuff to, for those of you where it's a friend, or it's you talking to the divine like, look at that. I don't see, this is why I don't go on dates. This is why I don't want to go through love, because this is how people play you. Nobody can just focus on what's important. Da 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 da. And spirit's looking at you like, if you don't get your ish all the way together, because while you're sitting up here wah about this spilt milk situation, you need to be actually opening the book of your own intuitive nature and focusing so that you can see that there's another person you should be paying attention to. Why are you still caught up on the mofo that's always filling in the fence with you? We made sure that there was a divine intervention, that we broke you out of a particular energy. It's giving the Rapunzel vibe. Different scenarios all have a similar lesson. Whether you're Rapunzel and somebody was once again serenading you to come to the window, don't you want to be free of this place? But if you're going to be free, the freedom should be of your choice and not just because the person is enticing you. This isn't about falling for temptation. You have to make the decision. They can try to bend you all they want to, bend it like Beckham. It don't matter. You make the decision. That way you have nobody else that can take responsibility for the next series of actions but yourself. And I'm telling you, this person doesn't want to necessarily take your free will. So they keep trying to hint things to you. Or even if they tell you bluntly, they give you common sense answers. And it's like you're just ignoring them. Somebody here is ignoring, but praying, but ignoring, but seeking and looking and trying to understand the unknown, but constantly resisting when the unknown says walk this way. It is very frustrating for this energy. And this energy is like, well, I'll keep playing. Maybe eventually you will follow the Pied Piper sound. I would not be shocked if you've had dreams of this person. This person is the Pied Piper because their soul is calling to you, either conjuring you in, or they're already around you and they're kind of trying to get you to see them. We're going to use V's deck. This is one of the decks that's retiring soon, from my understanding. So if you like it and you want it, check up. See, you can't make this up. I'm trying to tell you. It might be coming out in a way that is very strange. I'm telling you, it's like somebody's... It's like someone's top is about to blow off because one of my nails just tried to pop off or did pop off. It's something about like things popping off, things just happening to create the chain reaction that's necessary. It's almost as if a person's been praying for their freedom, praying for their divine counterpart to come in. The person comes in and or is like right on the cusp of coming in, and then you just ignore every single sign and synchronicity that leads you back to them. And this is not someone who would be a new soul to you. This is someone who's been with your soul many times before, and for whatever reason, this lifetime where someone was obligated to another situation, particularly the feminine, child, it's left a bit of scarring. It's left a bit of a scar. And we have having it all. Someone doesn't want to just have bits and pieces of you, and doesn't want to just give you bits and pieces of themselves. And so they're tired of you tolerating connections or relationships where you seem to always be the one with the short end of the stick. And if this is you, then you're applying it to them, whoever, whatever. But that's what it is. Somebody's like, I want to be able to give you the key to the house. I want the key to your heart. What are we doing? What has to happen here? There's something, it's a lot going on with music here. Someone could actually like legit be some type of, like a literal musician, like they play the flute. I keep hearing flutes. So it could be that they played the flute in school. It could be, I mean, this is a guitar, so maybe they play the guitar, but there's something about an instrument, really being good at playing an instrument. Whistling. They're really good at whistling. When they whistle, it sounds like a bird or an instrument. Those are significant for those of you who are looking for characteristics in your person. Something's very extreme. Something is very intense when this person's around. And for them, it's the same when they're dealing with you. You're very intense. It's hard to ignore each other. This person can't help but want union with you. But they don't want to do it the wrong way, like what happened in the lifetime before, where the relationship was entertained, but, you know, the person was obligated to another situation and couldn't leave it or didn't want to. Again, that was a choice in that past life. The feminine chose to not leave that other connection. Yeah, somebody doesn't want you settling for hollow energy, and they don't want to feel hollow without you. They don't want to feel hollow without you. They don't want to keep feeling like I'm right here and you're just ignoring me. Or, hey, I come in, you don't pay me no mind. You're just caught up on whatever that 5 of Cups is about, whatever the spilt milk was about, spoiled milk, but not paying me any attention. Where here I am with the key to romance. Look at that. Key to the house, key to the heart, key to romance. This person wants to give you everything. Pile 2, babe. I'm telling you, somebody don't want to get left behind. They're like, not again. If you're going to come in my life just to leave, I don't even want to see you go type of energy. If you're going to be a no-show, I don't want to see you go. Pile 2. I hope that resonated with you. Your reading was very deep, very diverse. There are diverse energies here. Remember to take time to focus and see things clearly. Make sure that the decisions you make, you are truly ready to be devoted to. Somebody here wants union with you. Someone here is willing to give you everything, even if that seems extreme. They're willing to do it. But are you willing to see them? That is the question. Peace, love, and light, beautiful soul. Let's ring out your reading. Okay, pile 3. Where it is up, what it's gonna be. We're with you and your beautiful choice. Let's hop on into your message, pile 3. When it comes to that every little step. It feels like somebody's watching you, and not just because there's, like a third eye on the back of this deck, but it just feels like a person's observing. I'm just going to observe you for a moment. See what steps you make. See what moves. I don't know why it sounds so theatrical. Maybe someone sees watching you to be, maybe they find it to be quite theatrical, but let's find out when it comes to love. Who's watching your every little step? Who's watching your every step in love? Who's got their eye on you? Ooh, we have the Page of Wands. And the 6 of Cups. This person is probably younger than you, but not too much so. I feel like this is someone that you could have grown up with, for some of you. But for others, it feels like an individual who, if it's not that they're younger than you, their energy is very just like, let's get it, let's go. What's cooking, good looking? Let's get to it. You may not be completely used to that. Somebody who has that much let's go right now type of vibration. With the Six of Cups, somebody wants to build memories with you. That's another reason that they're probably in that page energy and ready to just start, ready to take matters into their own hands and come forth and be noticed by you. This also could be because you're putting yourself out there. The Page of Wands is someone who, and remember I said like theatrical, someone could be in theater. Maybe you do like theater, or they do, or you're part of like some type of directorial job or position. It's something about like director, performance, theatrics, right? Now, before we get too much caught up on the word theatrics, because you know sometimes people brain go, oh Lord, before we get there, I'm more so getting the vibe of a person who's finally ready to be like out in public, so to speak. So if you were sort of not making moves outside in the so-called public eye, and for that could just be you weren't going out, you were staying in the house all the time, whatever, you're now inspired to actually go out, have a good time, take part in adventures, discover new things, make new discoveries, take new directions. This person's feeling the same thing and they're watching you. And again, someone could be younger than the other person, not by too much, or whether it's you or them, there's this very youthful energy. It's like somebody kind of has to pause sometimes and go, okay, let me catch my breath to keep up for a second here. Because especially if you were kind of a shut-in for a while, you weren't really going out. It's kind of like if you were a person who was used to your body being active and then you just stop. You didn't even notice when you stopped. By the time you try to be active again, you're a little more winded than normal, right? It's that kind of vibe. And somebody wants to make precious memories with you. I'm getting also photographer energy. Maybe you're a photographer or someone does photography for like theatrical plays, for musicals. It's a very interesting vibe. Let's see who's watching. Okay, we're not taking all that. But I do find it funny that the Six of Wands showed up and it's somebody on stage. That is too chunky though, but hey, it needed to be seen, right? We're going to take it. It did it again. We'll take it. Wow. Yeah. You're ready to rock. Someone definitely gets a lot of attention, is able to draw in a crowd, able to make things memorable when they draw in a crowd. They have a just kind of energy. It's like, I'm getting more so like performance in the sense of acting or directing. They might be really good at directing. This could be a hype man even. Like the people that go, are you ready? Y'all ready for a good time? Like that could be this person. And if it's not your person, it's you and it's what they're watching you do. And they're like, good Lord, I need to build up energy to handle all that. Not they got to build up energy to handle it. What's going on in love? I will also say this, Pile 3, you are the first pile that I feel the need to put the cards in here. Because I haven't been doing that for the past 2 cards, which I noticed, but I was like, okay, Spirit, whatever. For some reason, these cards here, whatever cards sit here, are not only fundamental to your message, to the steps being taken here, or the steps that somebody wants to take with you, but they want them in clear view of you. Like to further confirm somebody's watching and they have a clear view. Oh, you got a lot of there's a lot of fire here with y'all. What's going on? Somebody's ready to take that action, Jackson. Like, let's go. Hi-ya. Kick it into gear. Kick it into gear. Make these memories. Get out there. Show yourself. Be known. If you were thinking of entering the dating scene, you're going to make one hell of an impression on somebody. And it's probably somebody whose eye you wouldn't think to catch. Like, you wouldn't think that person would even notice you. And they're like, oh, I did more than notice you. Come here. What else is going on in love with this every little step? Every step for Pile 3. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. That Bobby Brown song could be significant. I'm singing it the way I'm hearing the lyrics. so that those particular lyrics in that order, in that way, make sense. And this is what came out to those lyrics. So we have, funny because I said every little step I take, right? And you have the Knight of Pentacles, someone taking time to put in work to perfect themselves. There is this energy of a person feeling a bit more winded than the other because they're so out of practice of either being on the date scene or just taking love seriously. It feels like trying to work out the body again. Someone's motivated, really motivated to properly harvest their energy the right way now, properly plant seeds where necessary. It's not the Seven of Coins, but he actually looks to me like he's digging up the treasure. But notice how beautiful the plant life is here. As this, like this is someone's garden. It's like someone's in their garden, in the garden of themselves, and they're starting to see the treasure of who they are. And as you unsurface that treasure of who you are, it shines so bright it can't be ignored, especially by someone else who might already be an individual who gets a lot of attention. But I do feel the spirit is telling you, just because the other one's energy is like quick pace, it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to be. This is an understanding soul, right? I'm not sensing somebody who wants to be fast with you for the sake of being fast. They're just a very excited energy. They tend to draw a crowd. They tend to be able to give people direction. They just follow it because they're that compelling. They're that dynamic, right? But for you, it doesn't mean that they won't slow down as in stop being themselves. But if you want to have a night in, that's okay. That's more than okay. But I do feel that this person will encourage you as they watch you bloom and come into your own and start to foster the right energies within yourself. As they enter your life, if they're not already there, I do feel that this is someone who will always push you for greatness, push your ass out on that stage. Hey, people need to see you. You're also someone who can make really strong connections and memories. Your gifts are just as important as mine. You should be sharing them. Let's explore. Let's discover this together. The Page of Wands is like getting the but it's getting the court version of the Fool card. Take the chance. Take the leap. Do it. Figure it out. Explore the options. Get excited about it. Don't let fear control you. That type of vibe. That's what this is. And what's interesting is it's a more mature woman on the card though. So that's why I'm saying somebody could be younger or they're older, but they have the energy of someone more youthful. There's a certain level of wisdom to this Page of Wands instead of naivety or naivete, whichever way you want to say it. With the Queen of Pentacles here, the person who represents that abundance. Okay, this is the individual who comes in someone's life and baby, the rainfall of positivity and luck and prosperity just, it's like getting Lakshmi just appearing in your living room. You know what I mean? Now, this individual could be this energy for you. Maybe you're this energy for each other because we do have this you discovering your own eureka kind of energy within yourself. And this person would take time to help you cultivate that. Like, look, you the Queen of Pentacles. That nourishing energy, I need you to put that into yourself so that we can get the ball rolling on this thing here. Maybe you want to do a career in something that you were putting off because you thought, no, I don't have the face for that, or I don't have the personality to write a script that way or to direct it or something of that nature. I'm not theatrical like that. And someone's like, baby, you could take a penny and make it $1 million if you wanted to. With the right care, with the right due diligence, anything's possible. So this is someone who would encourage you, and they're watching you because they know that you're meant to do great things, and they're attracted to you because whether you see it or not, you fit their vibe. You do fit their vibe. What else? This every little step for this love message. What else does this person want you to know? Oh yeah, they're not gonna tolerate that you feeling like you're just. But remember I said someone's been like a recluse, like you ain't really been going out, you're out of practice, you feel out of shape. You could literally feel like you're out of shape, and this person might be like very active for you, very driven, very, y'all want to go on a hike today, and you're like, I'm not gonna make it 5 minutes. They're not here for all of that. Wah. Poor me in the corner somewhere. They're gonna be like, no, get up with the quickness. Stop playing. Stop playing you. Stop playing yourself and stop playing with me. Get on up. I will assist you. Again, like kick your ass into high gear. There's things that we're meant to do together. There's places we're meant to go. I'm watching you as we speak. Wow. Because, you know, that's not creepy. But they are. Somehow, I'm going to put it like this. If you are normally someone who you post like your artistry or whatever, right? And you've slowed down on that. They notice. Yeah, they notice. If you're somebody who, when you meet them, you try to be this, like not necessarily poor me, but you try to like curl into a ball, tuck away in the corner, over here in the cold by my lonesome in my little corner, they're gonna see you. They're gonna see you. They're gonna be like, nah, this is that diamond in the rough right here. I don't know why that diamond don't think I don't see her. It's giving Bridgerton diamond of the season, but the girl was hiding. You know what I mean? You're the sparkle. Okay? They see you and they're gonna be like, get up. Come on, get up. It's time to go. It's time to make swift moves. This person will have no problem reaching out towards you. This person will have no problem giving momentum to your dreams, giving momentum to your energy by encouraging you. They're not coming in to just kind of like take control of what you do, but to push you towards greatness. Because they see in you the counter reflection of them. That's a beautiful thing. With that being said, the deck that I was moved to use as a clarifier for your reading was actually the Enchantments of Love by my sis Fire Witch. So Fire Witch Tarot. So this is definitely a love connection, and it's one that is very I can't stop hearing that like a rock. You're right, rock. I don't know what that's all about, but it's hilarious. Let's get messages from this person about the steps they want to take with you, the steps that they can see in the future, what's going on with this energy. It is very positive towards you. It feels very connected towards you. So let's clarify it. And again, this is not someone that'll let you hide from them. This is not someone who would let you fade into the background. I feel like even if this was a known person, again, like popular, theatrical, life of the party type of individual, they're not going to settle with you walking around like that. Bent over, all this stuff on your back. Nah, they're going to let me help you with that. First of all, let's get rid of all of this. We don't need that. Okay, now let's put our brains together and come up with some dope shit. This is someone who trusts in your capabilities on a very soulful level at that. Okay. We have summoning thy spirit to embrace thy very essence and existence. You can't make it up. Look at how they're surrounded by candles. First thing you started out here with was fire energy. Fire, fire, fire. Fire came back again. Water's here once and then 3 times the earth. Like, this is somebody really trying to take them passions and forge them into something with you. So the steps they're willing to take with you, sometimes it's going to be slow and steady wins the race. Other times it's going to be pick up the pace. But either way, they're going to hi-ya you into full gear. And you might have been summoning this energy without realizing it. They're definitely summoning you. I'm summoning thy spirit to embrace thy very essence and experience. Like your existence, your experience, like everything about you. I have to arrest you into my arms for breaking an entry into my heart. I'm sorry. Theatrics of it all. Some of us would be like, ooh, that's so corny. It's a cute corny. Yeah, they have to arrest you. Somebody's into role play. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody takes theater to the bedroom, to the sheets, okay? And you might think it's a ha, you so corny until they actually put your ass in cuffs in the bedroom. But yeah, they want to arrest you into their arms because you broke into their heart, whether you meant to or not, is what you did. So you got to take responsibility for your actions. That's how they feel. We have, confirmation. I traveled the astral realm. I travel the astral realm to unite with you, entwine in the embrace of the cosmos. And they're on a magic carpet ride. And I just said there's something about this energy watching you that it's very spirited, it's very spiritual. So this person is feeling a deep spiritual connection with you. And your gifts and your talents stand out to them, because the Six of Cups isn't just always, oh, somebody from the past. No, it can be a person wanting to build memories with you. It can be a person realizing how sacred your gifts are, and they want to exchange with you. Here's my precious thing for your precious thing. And it seems that you've already had an entry into this person's heart, or you will if this is a new love coming in. So now they want entry into yours. The magic of your love brings to life the deepest yearning of my heart. That's heart twice. Twice, that's heart. And we got candles, candles, candles. Before we finally got little hearts. Somebody has a whole lot of passion towards you. There's a castle in the sky at the bottom of the deck. There is a castle in the sky. Wow. I still believe there is a realm that awaits us where our love reigns in divine union. Look at the bear! Oh my God, the bear. Somebody could be from California, or if you are indigenous, the bear claw could be significant. A person may have a bear claw or a, I'm seeing like the tribal bear claw tattoo, like a totem. Or you could have like a totem design of a bear's face, you or them. But a bear is significant. Maybe your person is big and tall. You might call them bear or big bear, little bear. There's something about a bear, okay? So you could be similar to my people, like you could be from, indigenous to North or South America, maybe even Canada. We have beyond the facade of my fortitude and bravery lies a soul thirsting for the gentle embrace of affection. So remember, we had you being someone that's possibly been in solitude, and them being the person that's all out there. It could be reverse. You could be the person out there, and you see this individual that's been in solitude, however you know your situation. Somebody was kind of like hiding away. And maybe this person who's really good at putting on performances sometimes does this to put up a wall of fortification, but they do want to be embraced by love. In comes your healing energy. The Queen of Pentacles is also a healer. And she brings in divine love. She brings in divine nourishment. This person feels connected to you because of that. Pile 3, what a beautiful reading. Your reading was so pretty. We're going to ring your reading out. I pray that resonated with you. Comment below if it did. Please be sure to subscribe and all that good jazz if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Peace, love, and light, beautiful soul. If you enjoy the vibe around here, be sure to subscribe and, of course, check out my oracle decks. See you next time.